That ruthless side of this one-day team really came out today, and it's something that you're seeing more and more with this group of guys, and hopefully, we can back that up and finish this series strong now.
After home, there was a bit of a wobble. Was it a conscious decision from yourself to sort of try and see it through to the bitter end?
Well, yeah, you try and play the situation, and at that time, we started to feel like we wanted to push things on slightly and see where we could get to. Having lost a couple of wickets, maybe just try and hold off a little bit more. And as I said, Dave came in and took all the pressure off me, put it straight back on the Indian team, and got us up to what we thought was at least a par score. So, fabulous effort from him, and from that, got us in a position which made it very hard for India to get back into the game.
Joe, you hadn't seen much of Kuldeep yet over the first few games that you personally. I mean, did you have a plan against him today, and you feel more comfortable as innings went along? Sorry, that wasn't it.
No, it's all right. You're right. I think I faced 4 balls against him in the last couple of games, but ultimately you've just got to trust your game and you've got to trust your technique. I felt like I was the 4 balls that I did face him, I felt like I was picking him okay. So it was more about just spending some time out there and trusting the way I go about things and play spin. I feel like I've got a pretty solid game against spin bowling. Not faced much of his type of bowling before, but having a few overs under my belt today gave me quite a lot of confidence, and that sort of came out towards the back end, and the more I stayed out there. So it's just one of those things, you might, when you don't spend the time you might like out there on occasions, and it happens a few times over the course of a series or start of a summer, you've got to make sure you stay strong and you trust the stuff that just serve you so well for such a long period of time. So in that respect, quite pleased of the way I went about that today. But most importantly, that we were sat here 1-1 in the series and got a great opportunity now in Leeds.
George, quick buzz and then Steph. I was going to ask the same thing, but yeah, don't worry. Don't go ask the same thing. Thank you.
No problem.
Did that Dhoni innings come as a bit of a surprise to you guys? Got to a stage where there were boos?
Yeah, but ultimately it doesn't really concern us. We always try and judge ourselves on how we approach the game and how we go about things. And I thought we maintained our professionalism and we tried to be as ruthless as possible and managed to see that through, having bowled them out by the end of the game. So I'm sure Moggs will be able to talk more on that, but ultimately it's about looking after our game and putting us in a stronger position possible going into the next one. So, yeah.
Steph?
Do these limited overs matches have any bearing on the Test series that to come, be it the results, getting a good look at their bowlers, or playing India in like the hot, dry conditions that may be more suited to them?
I think you're always trying to learn as a player, and you're always trying to pick things up for when you next play someone, whether that be individuals, the way they go think about things as a side. And I don't think it's about looking too far forward in terms of Test cricket just yet. We've got with the game coming up on Tuesday, I think making sure for me, having not faced a lot of Kuldeep, for example, it was about trying to pick as many cues up as possible throughout this innings and make sure that I didn't get caught cold in Leeds if I'm starting my innings against spin, for example, or again on the turning surface, making sure you feel like you're playing it in the right manner and you're working things out. It might be that if he's in their Test squad, it could hold me in good stead down the line, but ultimately it's about making sure when we come around to the Headingley game we're ready and prepared for that.